Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Hannah and let's talk bookshops. So whenever I hear visitors in Paris talking about English bookshops, Shakespeare and Company is always the one that gets brought up. That's the one you're going to see people taking pictures of. That's the one that has the line out the door because it is quite small, and that is also the one that is right across the street from Notre Dame, which is why it's so popular, and it also has quite an extensive history as well. So the other ones in town, the other English bookshops, they usually tend to get ignored by visitors who just simply don't know that they even exist. So today I'd like to take you with me to 5 English bookshops here in Paris that are not Shakespeare and Company. 3 of those are actually pretty close to where Notre Dame is and are just within a few-minute walk of each other. So when I was filming the clips for this, I actually hit up all 3 of those bookshops in the same day. It is very doable. So I'm going to start with the ones closest to the city center and work my way out. And without further ado, let's get into it. This is the Abbey Bookshop. Canadian Brian Spence opened this bookshop on July 1st, 1989, so it's going to be celebrating its anniversary here shortly. He boasts over 40,000 titles in English, and this place has a lot of special editions of more classic books. So if you're looking for something really special, this would be the place to go to. When I first got here, I was the only one in the store, but that quickly became not the case. It fills up very quickly, and there is not a lot of room to move around here, so you can get a little bit stuck in the aisles. And some of the aisles are so thin you have to turn sideways to go through. So this is definitely a very crammed bookshop, but that's probably partly why it's so popular. But definitely mind your manners as you navigate around people here. This place is just floor-to-ceiling books, as you can see, and be aware there is a downstairs portion as well. There are just a plethora of different topics here. The owner is very good at helping you find exactly what you're looking for. When I was in there, someone was trying to find a very specific Chinese literature, and she ended up walking away with several books. So if you are looking for something in particular, I think you will probably get lucky here. This is San Francisco Book Co. This place was founded in 1997, and the inventory here is all used books. You can actually sell your books here, which I have not done yet, but I do have a stack that I need to take there and try out. They will give you cash for your books, or if you'd like, they will give you a higher rate for in-store credit actually, which is what my friend did. Here they can help you find out of print or hard to find books. They do mail books worldwide, so you can actually purchase books from all over from their website. This is a really fun place to browse because there's literally books stacked in front of books, so I mean you could be pulling out shelves and finding treasures behind. They also have quite a large thriller, horror, fantasy section, so you can probably find some pretty old editions of very nice books. This is the Red Wheelbarrow bookshop. This place opened in 2018, and this blue front store here is the original, but now is just children's books in French and English. This other building here was just newly opened a few months back. They had their grand opening in May, actually. And this is where all of the adult, YA, new adult, nonfiction books are. They do change their hours quite a lot, so be sure to check Google beforehand. I've seen them change myself several times, but they host author events here quite often, and they only have brand new books here. This is Smith & Sons. The British-born Neal brothers opened a book and stationery shop back in 1870. In 1903, the W.H. Smith & Son family purchased that bookshop. The past few years, there have been extensive renovations, and the name has simply been brought down to Smith & Sons. So this is the most modern English bookshop I've been in here. It is very, very British, as you can tell by some of the clips here. They're celebrating the Queen at the moment. They sell quite a variety of things here besides books. They have British snacks, there's a cafe, they have a bunch of household items as well as tote bags and things of that nature. There's pretty much a little bit of everything here, really, and it's a really, really large shop. I was quite surprised by how big it was on the inside. However, this was disappointing for me in particular since I love horror. There is no dedicated horror section. Instead, they put it in the crime and the fantasy sections, so it's broken up as well. All of the books you see here are going to be the UK editions, as this is a British shop. I was pleasantly surprised, though, to see a graphic novels and manga section, as this is the only English bookshop I have seen here that actually has that. This was the first time I had been to this shop. I actually only recently learned about it, so I have not been able to check out the cafe yet, but I really would like to because I am part of a local book club here in Paris, and I think it would be awesome to be able to have our book club meetings in an actual cafe in a bookshop. But this was one of those places where I really fell in love with everything here and all of the different editions they had. They have those really awesome cloth-bound editions that people really like. And I easily could spend a lot of money here, but as this is Paris, everything is at a premium price, so I just couldn't see myself being like regularly buying books here. This is Bill and Rosa's book room. This place is named after Buffalo Bill and Rosa Bonheur. I completely butchered that last name. I am sorry. This place is the most recent one opened, as they just opened in 2020, which that's very impressive considering the pandemic. This is a used bookshop, and they also have a tiny lending library downstairs as well. The woman that was working here when I went was incredibly nice. She gave us kind of like a little tour, told us what each section was, and then when we were checking out, we got talking about horror books, as horror is also a genre that she loves and doesn't get to talk much about with people. So we definitely talked book recs with each other. So I mean, if you're looking for something new, she can definitely give you a recommendation. I thought that was just lovely. But she told us that they get books in all the time, so what's on the shelves is constantly changing. They also have a free box outside with books that have like highlighting in them or might be slightly damaged, basically ones that they can't sell. And that's actually how I picked up The Island of Dr. Moreau, and I also saw The Handmaid's Tale in there and some other very well-known books. But this is the place I actually got the most books from, so for me this was the most successful book shopping day. The shop was a bit on the smaller side, but they do have a downstairs, and they have quite a few chairs throughout the shop as well, where you could just go there and work or sit and read. I really enjoyed this shop, even though it is quite out of the way compared to the rest of the shops. And those are the 5 English bookshops in Paris that I have personally been to. If there are more than that, I am sorry that I didn't include them in this video. These are just the ones that I am aware of and have been to myself. And hopefully I've given you some ideas if you are planning a trip to Paris, or maybe some gift ideas, things of that nature. But thank you for going with me on this journey. It is greatly appreciated. And until next time, bonne journée and au revoir.